Come on, love.
What's that?
Well, it's gone 8, sweetheart.
Oh, must have nodded off.
What time did you get in?
About 7.
You're going to have to tell Frank you can't keep working these shifts.
Won't be forever, and we need the money, don't we? Especially now.
Yeah, we do, but we're also going to need you alive. Keep working these hours and you'll end up in a box.
You're just going to have to think of me as the Santa Claus of the corporate world, delivering packages all through the night. Imagine how disappointed those little business people would be if I took a night off and there were no packages under their trees in the morning.
We'll take a day off now and again at least.
I'll cut back soon, I promise, but let's face it, bills need paying. Still owe the gas, we have to pay the electricity. I don't know how we're going to pay the mortgage this month. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I'll get my head down for a few hours. I'll be right as sixpence.
Love, you can't. Well, we're going into the doctor's, remember?
Oh, of course we are. Just give me 10 minutes for a quick shower, then.
You sure you don't mind coming with me?
Of course not. Quads. That's what I call a special delivery.
Make us a cup of coffee, Rana. There's a sweetheart.
9 years of training, and for what? To be a glorified tea boy?
There's nothing glorified about it. I'll have a coffee, 2 sugars.
Make that no sugar.
Kate?
Don't Kate me. We had a deal, remember?
Yes, okay. No sugar.
Make that no coffee.
Howard, Jackie, do you want to come through? Bit self-service today, I'm afraid. Come in. Well, I was delighted to hear your good news. After so long, you must be over the moon.
We are. Mind you, it did come as a bit of a shock.
To say the least.
But we're delighted. Quads.
I mean, if it's buses, you expect 4 to come along at once, but babies...
Well, I'm really pleased for you both. So, how can I help?
Well, we just wanted to talk it through, you know, with our own doctor. The specialists are fine, but they do talk in a language all their own.
Yeah, well, they have to justify their bills, don't they? You've got a load of questions, I bet.
Yeah, like how it could have happened.
Oh, well, it's not uncommon with IVF treatments. You returned 2 eggs, yeah?
Yeah. This was our 4th and final time. We weren't going to go through it again. Too much money, too much emotional energy.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, we returned 2 eggs to give us a better chance, but we certainly weren't looking for twins.
Oh, I see.
They advised us to return 3 eggs, but we didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah, now it's quads.
Fertility treatments do up the chances of a multiple birth. Significantly. But in your case, both the fertilized eggs split into 2, and that's what creates identical twins. Well, 2 eggs splitting into 4 creates 2 sets of identical twins. It can happen.
Yeah, we know. But what about the pregnancy? How will having quads affect that?
What, for you or the babies?
For the babies.
For both.
Well, to be honest, it ain't going to be easy. Carrying quads will put a big strain on you. There'll be a lot of discomfort.
Yeah, well, I expected that.
So you're going to have to help as much as you can. Jackie's really going to need you.
She knows I'm going to be there for her every step of the way.
This is all we've ever wanted. Our own family, kids. We're not going to let anything get in the way of that, are we, Howard?
Of course not. We're going to be just fine.
So, how are your baby plans going? Oh, no luck yet, but sure, it's early days. Of course it is. Honestly, though, men. When I've asked Mac to make a bit of an effort for the next couple of months, no drink, a proper diet, apparently makes all the difference for men of his age. Well, for both of us, actually, our age. But you'd think I'd ask him to cut his leg off.
I'm sure he thinks it's worth it, but you know men, they want patting on the head for the slightest effort they make.
And anyway, I'm going to be the one without alcohol for, 9 months, and breastfeeding. I'll be the one in need of a drink.
Ain't that the truth?
And there's all this rigmarole with temperatures and charts. I tell you, if I'd have known it was this difficult to get pregnant, I'd have had a lot more fun as a teenager.
It's ironic, isn't it? The amount of young women I see who are pregnant and don't want to be.
Yeah, well, I decided a long time ago, Ruth. Life is God's little situation comedy.
Mac on a diet. That I have to see. He'll have a chocolate biscuit in his hot little hand before the week is out.
Is my age going to be a factor?
You're still young. You shouldn't have any problems at this stage. Your antenatal care will be done by the hospital, and we'll keep a very close eye on your progress. We haven't had quads in this practice before.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know you'll be looking out for us, and I'm sure we'll be in safe hands.
No, excellent hands. You got Howard.
The first 17 years are the worst.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, yeah, you've got all this to look forward to in quadrophonic.
Oh, don't say that. I was just beginning to think how wonderful everything was.
You are looking knackered.
Now it is.
Its test results back.
Right.
Well, we need to talk about it, and I take it you haven't spoken to Jackie about it yet.
No, not yet.
Well, if you can pop in and see me first thing tomorrow. And in the meantime, take it easy. Try and get some rest, eh?
How serious is it?
Well, it depends.
We'll speak about it tomorrow.
Thanks.
It's okay. Bye.
Here you go, love. Cheese, right off pickle, I'm afraid.
Had a birdseed too. Can you pick up some today?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Why don't you take the afternoon off? You can't keep working 7 days doing 2 different jobs. You look all in.
Rubbish. Fit as a flea, me.
Yeah, maybe now, but not if you keep pushing yourself like this.
I just deliver parcels. You think that's hard work? Wait for 6 months' time and you're still carrying these.
Don't remind me. Maybe we should swap jobs.
Well, these medical boffins keep coming up with new miracles, don't they? Let's just hope they'll never work that one out.
Go on, get off to work.
I'll get done by 8. We can have supper together for a change.
That'd be nice.
You don't really mind sticking with this diet, do you?
No, it's not a lot, is it? Not when you think what some people have to go with to make babies.
The Lees, you mean?
For example, they are not having an easy time.
Oh, to say the least. But it is working out for them, isn't it? I mean, maybe it's something we should consider.
IVF? It's still early days yet.
I know, but I'm not getting any younger.
No, neither am I. But I want to be fit enough to beat my son at golf.
Or daughter.
Ah, she can carry.
Pick up the birdseed.
Oh, sorry, Howard, I forgot.
Thanks. It's not much to ask, is it? I mean, it's not as if I've got the time working all the hours God sends.
Okay, I said I'm sorry.
No. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. I'm just tired. I'll get some tomorrow.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just bushed.
Scout's honour.
Dib, dib, dib.
Salad for supper.
Oh, great.
Oh, it won't be forever. And anyway, it's healthy eating. Just think of the good it's doing us.
I'm a doctor. I don't have to take my own advice.
Won't be long before I'm cooking a big, thick steak with chips and sauce and fried onion rings.
And a big fat pint of beer.
Absolutely.
Okay, then. You know, we should be making the most of these quiet evenings. Just the two of us. Because very soon they'll just be memories.
I can't wait. Mind you, I think I'll just settle for the one. I don't think I could cope with 4 screaming babies.
Oh, don't even think about it. Those two have got tough times ahead.
Because of the pregnancy.
Oh, not only that.
Howard, tea's ready. Howard?
Come in. Howard, sit down.
Sorry.
Burning the proverbial candle again?
Didn't get much sleep last night, that's all.
You need to start taking better care of yourself.
What do the results say?
Diabetes, as we suspected. No, it's not as bad as it sounds. But you're going to have to cut right back on the amount of work you're doing.
Why?
Diabetes causes this tiredness. If you push yourself too hard, if you don't eat properly.
I have to work, especially now. We were struggling before, but with 4 babies to pay for, there's no way I can cut back. You do see that.
Howard, let me spell it out for you. You push yourself at this rate, and you could fall asleep behind the wheel at any time. You could kill yourself. You could kill other people.
So what are you telling me? I'm going to have to give up my job?
No, not entirely. But for starters, you're going to have to cut the hours you work by half.
Hello, madam. Can I help you?
No, thanks. I was just looking.
Oh, save my life, Ruth, and make me one of those.
A rough morning.
Nothing a dose of caffeine won't sort out.
Here, have this. You look as if you could use it.
Thank you. Not a word to Mac, though.
Oh?
We've agreed to cut down on the stimulants.
Getting a bit overexcited, is it?
Just the diet. Well, I'm trying to conceive. We're cutting down on all the unhealthy foods.
Why is it unhealthy foods are always the most tasty?
I don't know. Another of God's little cruel jokes.
Don't get panicky, Kate. You've got plenty of time.
That's just it. I haven't, though, have I?
Plenty of women are having kids in their 40s now. You don't even have to be a politician's wife.
I'm not 40 yet, Ruth. But, you know, the longer we leave it, the more likely there is for complications.
I'm sure everything is going to be just fine.
I hope so.
Is there something I don't know?
Well, it's just that I've been wondering whether we ought to get ourselves, well, tested. See if there's any problems.
I see.
A man in his 50s. Quite common for his sperm count to be low.
True.
Can you imagine me asking Mac to go and get himself tested?
I can see it, sure enough. But like I say, it's still early days.
Yeah, you're right. I'll give it a few weeks.
Coward.
Maybe, but there are some things I'd rather not have to suggest to my husband.
You have type 2 diabetes. You won't need insulin injections, and it's easily controllable with a proper diet and lifestyle. And we can look at medication later if necessary. You don't have to give up driving, not entirely, but you do have to stop working these crazy hours.
I can't afford to.
Yes, well, that's something you and Jackie will have to work out. I know it's bad timing. You both need to make adjustments.
Why does this have to happen to us now?
Howard, there are millions of people with diabetes leading perfectly normal lives.
After what we've been through, or all Jackie's been through, she's so happy now.
It really doesn't need to be a problem.
Maybe not on your salary.
I'm sorry?
The specialist mentioned... Well, he mentioned that we could have a choice.
You mean selective reduction?
Yes. Jackie's carrying 4 babies. We have the option to make it 2.
Yes.
The point is, we returned 2 eggs, expecting 2 babies at most, hoping for 1. Well, maybe we should get rid of 2.
Well, a number of people do take that option. The thing about IVF is that it means a lot more multiple pregnancies. Not everyone's keen to take that on.
Jackie's totally against a reduction.
The emotional effects upon the parents and the surviving children cannot be underestimated. But it's something you need to talk about at least.
She wouldn't even let the consultant explain it to her. Having a baby is the most important thing in her life. I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize that. I couldn't.
She's still very early in her pregnancy. As you know, the first trimester is a critical phase.
And if we did opt for a reduction to twins, would that mean the chances of the other 2 surviving would be higher?
Statistically, probably by a certain percentage. You see, the more babies, the greater the risk of a premature delivery, of the babies being undersized, and so a greater risk of their not making it to full-term health.
I see.
And if you do opt for a reduction, Jackie could have a miscarriage, and you'd lose all 4.
Well, how much of a risk?
Well, any surgical procedure carries a risk, and each case is different.
So the only reason to go for it would be the cost of having more children. Is that what you're saying? Opt for the number of children we can afford to have.
That's something you and Jackie will have to decide together.
But if you're saying I'm going to have to go up half my work, then we've got no choice, have we? We don't have any choice.
What are you doing home? And what's all this?
They're for you.
What have I done to deserve this, then?
Just being you.
Oh. Oh, where were you earlier?
Working, why?
Only Frank called about 10, wondered where you were.
Just to the garage, filled her up, got the oil changed, nothing important. You know what Frank's like, if he isn't complaining, he isn't doing anything.
You okay?
Fine, why?
Well, you look a bit worried.
It's just work. Wish I could have taken these last couple of days off with you.
Oh, so do I. I'm not looking forward to going back on that checkout. But I guess we need the money.
It's true enough.
And I'll have loads to think about now, lots to plan. I'm sure the time will fly by.
Just so as you don't go overdoing it.
Listen to the pot calling the kettle black. I'll be fine.
Just so as you don't. Your health is the most important thing right now.
Well, like I say, I'll be fine. And we need the money, so... Look, it's not as if we have a choice, is it?
As soon as it's uncomfortable for you, you stop. We'll manage.
It's way off yet.
Well, as soon as it is. Anyway, suppose I better be getting back to work. This isn't going to get those babies new bonnets.
Oh, before you go, I've been thinking about names. What do you think about Gemma or Eleanor for girls? Eleanor's such a pretty name. What do you think about Harry or Jake for boys?
Why don't you come and sit down, love?
What's up?
Just come and sit down. We need to talk.
So what would you do?
What if I had quads?
Yeah.
To kill you?
Seriously?
Seriously? I don't know.
Quite right.
I suppose we could afford it.
Yeah, but it's not about money, is it? Time, energy. At our age, would we have the energy to look after 4 babies?
I don't know. I know we'd do our best if we had to.
And then they tend to grow up, don't they? Babies, toddlers, youngsters, and then teenagers. You'll be in your 50s, I'll be in my 60s, looking after 4 teenagers. Would it be fair on them? I mean, would it be fair?
We'd manage. That's what we're here for. I do believe that.
Nature usually does things for a reason. We interfere with it to our cost.
Maybe.
It's abortion. I can't believe you're seriously suggesting it. You know how I feel about this.
I just want to talk about our options, that's all.
There's nothing to talk about.
That's it then, is it? What I think's got nothing to do with it.
No, not on this point.
Is that all I've been to you? A means to an end?
Of course not. Don't be stupid.
You always said all you ever wanted was children. I guess you really meant it.
I'm not going to murder my babies just to keep you happy.
It's not murder, it's selective reduction.
You can dress a word up as pretty as you like, but it still comes back to the same thing.
It's not murder, it happens in nature. It gives 2 of them a fighting chance.
I'm quite prepared to fight for them, for all of them.
Can't we even talk about this?
Do you know what they do? They take a needle and they push it through your tummy here. They push the needle into the baby's heart and they inject pure potassium chloride and kill it dead.
It's still early, they're not formed.
They have hearts, Howard. They have brains. They have souls. So that's what these reports are butter me up.
I love you, Jackie. I just want to talk about our options, that's all.
No, you don't. You want what's best for you.
Treat myself to a large tonic water. I might even go the whole hog and have a slice of lemon.
Go on, have half a lager. I'll have a tonic water.
Half a lager and a tonic water, please. Now, you get this, Kate, will you? It's Howard Lee. Just have a quick word.
Mike, it's your lunch hour.
Won't be long.
Don't be.
Everything all right?
Oh, everything's just perfect.
That won't help.
Dunno. Seems like a good place to start.
I mean, it won't help with your condition, will it?
I don't think my condition can get much worse.
But it can, believe me. Look, I know it's traumatic now, but I've told you, it's easily managed. You can't let this thing beat you.
It's not the diabetes.
Well, what then? Jackie?
Guess I'm more of a coward than I thought. I told Jackie I wanted to go for a selective reduction.
You're not a coward. These sort of decisions are some of the toughest anyone ever has to make. Takes a lot of courage.
Does it? Anyway, it doesn't matter now. She as much as called me a murderer.
But you can understand why she's feeling sensitive right now.
Of course I understand.
And you've told her about the diabetes?
She's got enough on her plate right now.
You have to talk to her, Howard. She deserves to know all the facts.
Maybe she's right. I mean, how do you choose? How do you select? Toss a coin, pick the baby nearest the needle.
That's something you and Jackie have to decide.
She's already decided. Either way, I can't win. It's funny. 2 days ago, you couldn't have found a happier man on the planet.
Tell her.
Thanks for your help.
Everything okay?
He won't tell Jackie about the diabetes. He wants to look at selective reduction, and she won't even consider it.
Not sure I could make that decision.
What do you mean?
Well, the advisory bodies are always recommending that the clinic should only return 2 eggs maximum, but they never do. They always return more than 2.
Not in this case.
But others do. And why? They're in the business of selling pregnancy rates.
That's what they do.
I know that. But I wish they'd come clean about their death rates, too. through selective reduction and miscarriage and death through premature birth.
We know a couple would want every chance.
And I know that, believe me, I do, but where do you draw the line? And I'm pro-choice, Mac. So I'm going to have to square with Father Tom one of these days. But I don't believe that life should be created just to throw it away.
Jackie should know what Howard's going through.
It's up to him to tell her.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mac,
What?
don't even think about it.
Hiya.
Dr. Maguire, what are you doing here?
I've come to see Howard.
Oh, well, he's not in. Why? Is something up?
No, nothing. I just wanted to drop this off. Blood glucose meter.
Oh, is it for me? Something to do with the pregnancy?
No, it's for Howard.
Well, you better come in.
Look, you should talk to Howard, really. I can't discuss it. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Well, it's a little bit late for that, don't you think?
What do you mean?
I mean, you wanted me to know.
Mac not back yet?
No?
What is it with men?
How long have you got? You don't think he's round at Jackie's?
I know he is. Wouldn't listen to me.
I imagine he thinks it's for the best.
He always does. Never thinks about the consequences for the rest of us. Tell me this and tell me no more, Rana. Did they teach doctors arrogance at medical school?
I guess some they have to teach. And some of us are born with it.
How serious is it?
Well, if his blood sugar gets out of control through stress, overwork, not eating properly, he could pass out. And if he's driving the car at the time.
Why didn't he tell me any of this?
Well, he didn't want to worry you. I mean, not right now. But I thought it best that you should know. I mean, carrying babies. You and Howard should concentrate on that. His diabetes is not going to be a problem, as long as you both take steps to manage it.
Selective reduction.
A lot of options open to you. I think it's only right that you should have all the possible information, yeah?
Thanks.
It's a pleasure. That's all right, I'll see myself out. Bye-bye.
You are such a hypocrite. You've just had a go at Rana about all of this. I mean, you of all people should know the rules. You can't go breaking patient confidentiality just because it suits.
I took a risk.
What you did was well out of line.
Carrying quads is not a simple pregnancy. They both need to be as healthy as they possibly can be, and she needed to know, for his sake.
And what if he decides to sue us?
He won't do that. He is diabetic, could go out of control at any minute. Worst case scenario, he passes out. What if that happened when he was driving his wife to the hospital?
Jackie! You've been talking to my wife, haven't you?
Look, I dropped the meter round for you. She wanted to know why.
And it was your decision to make, was it? Not mine.
She needed to know for both your sakes.
I don't want her to make any decision based on my health. Can't you understand that? What if it goes wrong? What if she loses her last chance to have a baby because I have diabetes?
Isn't it better if you both know what's happening?
Why is it you doctors all think you know what's best for everyone?
We don't. We just try to help.
Fertility treatments, IVF. You're all playing God, aren't you? It's bad enough you get people's hopes up. You interfere with nature, you interfere in people's lives. But we have to live with the consequences. Me and Jackie. Not you, Dr. Maguire. Not you.
Think I ought to go after him?
I think you've done enough, don't you?
You should have told me about the diabetes.
What have you done?
I couldn't go in. Maybe it's right, but I just couldn't do it. these babies aren't the most important thing in my life. You are. You and the babies.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you've got nothing to be sorry for. Circumstances alter things, don't they?
I just want what's best for all of us.
I know you do.
You know, we'd never be able to choose.
What do you mean?
I mean, we might pick the girls. We might pick boys.
What are you saying?
When you had your miscarriage all those years ago, eventually you could go for a while without thinking about it, couldn't you? After a time, the pain passed. If we do go for a selective reduction, we'll have a living reminder every day of the ones that died, won't we? And we'd always wonder. Maybe they'd have been boys, or girls. Maybe they'd have been good at playing football, or the piano, or anything.
But what are you saying?
So we might not have a lot of money. So I might not be able to work nights driving, but we can manage. We'll struggle, but we'll struggle together, eh?
What are you saying, Howard?
I'm saying, why don't we go home?
Right, Mac, let's go home. The thermometer tells me you're on a promise. Mac? Oh, Mac!
Oh, Mac, how could you? I expected better of you, I really did.
Oh, hang on, Kate.
That's it. If I can't get quality, I'm going to go for a bit of quantity.
Well, hang on, it's a sample bar from Nutricom. Look, chocolate substitute, sugar, fat and sodium free.
Oh, well done. Well, looks like I'll be getting some quality after all. Come on, then.
Night-night.